Yeah, so before you even think of starting anything, you gotta prep the prep while also. Wait, where are my manners? How's it going? Did y'all eat? Brush your teeth, slurp down some delicious H2O, got up out of bed and do some push ups and ready to take the day head on like the god you are? Probably not, you sorry excuse for a. Hey, sorry about all that. I get a little ahead of myself because I just can't wait to talk to y'all. Look, y'all got me all blushing and shit.
Liar!
But back to your weekly, monthly? Okay, I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna try. You gotta believe me.
Liar!
Anakin, I swear to God, shut up right now. I'm trying to get the people going. Anywho, this is the first of many of my mental construct videos that we will be discussing on this channel. And I did kind of imply that the first one we was going to learn was how to be self-efficient and when and how to handle it. Hold on for a second. Anakin, I didn't mean to yell at you. You can say the line, okay?
Liar!
That nigga crazy, ain't he? But that's the GOAT, so we can get past that. Like I was saying, I didn't feel like it would be right of me to just throw y'all in the wild with information that y'all may or may not be prepared for. To properly do anything that requires relying on your mind, you have to have a starting point at some point, whether it be the way to prep yourself, laying out the fundamentals, starting from the basics, and so on. There's quite a bit of ways to prepare for anything challenging like mental constructs, but I'm here to show you the most important ones that can help you find out how your mind needs to lay out the starting kit on tackling these mental issues we face on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Everyone's different, so don't expect people to always be at the same level as you, unless you're like me, a god before all of you peasants who cling onto your dear mortal life. My bad, OG. I got a little 8th grade syndrome on y'all. Type shit. So first and foremost, and for the love of God, I beg of thee, pause the music please. Always remember and don't forget, failure is a form of progress. Okay, play my music again. Type shit. And don't ever forget that, because look around you. Everything from the roof over your head, the clothes on your back, the words you speak, actions you take, morals you live by came from failure. So never think just because you failed, whether it's in the beginning, middle, or end, you can't try again. How can you prepare for anything if you always scared of some weak ass, punk ass, bitch ass concept called failure? Because if you let failure take your lunch money, every time you get to the lunch line, how the fuck you gonna order something with no money?
I'll take the chicken.
Okay, maybe I'm getting a little too hyped up, but man, we cannot help ourselves or start anything until we stomp that nigga called failure out. But at the same time, and please think a little bit about all I'm saying because it's gonna make sense. Failure is also the friend we made along the way.
What?
Look, think about it. Without failure, how are we supposed to know what we did or what we are doing is wrong? Teach people the correct ways of doing things or how to go about them. Finding love, whether it's with that person you fucked up with or with someone who was out of your point of view, and so on. Type shit. But seriously, fuck that nigga failure up. Hug that nigga when you done. And don't ever forget that nigga will always be around, because until you learn the balance of perceiving one of the most controversial concepts called failure, I personally believe you can't start anywhere. But hey, that's why I'm here. Type shit. But hey, eyes up here real quick. I got something to say. No background music, no funny memes, gifs, ad-libs, just pure realness for a bit of your time, please. I was debating on adding this part in here because it may scare people away, or they may think this might ruin a part of the video, or actually make people not interested anymore. But I'm only going to say this first part once in this vid. I'm just a human with a mind and emotions just like you. I can and will be more factual and straight to the point with my guidance and critiques on handling everyday challenges. But I'm not AI. I'm not a dictionary. And I'm definitely not a soulless bot who is chasing views, fame, and or money. I'm a genuine person who wants to help people, including myself. But look, I failed a lot. Too many times to count, whether it's something simple as losing in a game, failing a school test, getting rejected from someone, or something more difficult and complex like losing close friends or friends I didn't know for long, getting out of shape and dealing with physical health problems, choosing the wrong moral approach, saying the wrong things, letting my mind get swayed countless times thinking this is the right way when I know it's not, which leads to many mental discomfortness within myself, hurting those who trusted me to love them as they did for me, and so fucking on. I failed so many times at things that if I wrote them down and showed it to the world, everyone and their mama would say, this guy is a fucking loser who can't get shit right. But that's how losers think. I lost so many times at games in the past. Now I'm able to pick up most games and be labeled as a sweat because of my will and dedication, even if it comes off so minuscule to others. I've lost so many friends, close or not, in my life. Now I have plenty of friends who can't wait at times to talk to me, hear what I'm going to say this day or another day, be more in my life and glad of the impact I have and had on their lives. Was in and out of shape for majority of my life, and even gained a health disorder because of how far I let myself go. And now I'm at the closest to my weight, health, and physique goal I ever been, and got rid of that health disorder with trial and error. I went through 3 heartbreaks with and between my last 2 relationships. 0 for 3 from the line. The first relationship taught me how to avoid red flags. The second one taught me how to not become a red flag. And guess what? I wouldn't even doubt it if I can get back together with any of them. Okay, maybe not the first one because that's like a whole red flag, and probably not the second one because I was the red flag, and you can't change the past, but you can forgive it. But regardless, I learned what it takes to keep my next relationship whenever it comes and whomever it is. And if I fail again, best believe I'ma cry again. But that's just gonna make me stronger and know better again and again and again until I get it right. And trust me, there's so much more, but let's say that for another time, shall we? The whole point of my rant is to give you the closest visual as possible on seeing what failure can do to your life if you let it control you, and how you can also win in life if you overcome it, building that self-efficacy and intervening it into those moments of doubt and failure, which is for another video, but you can feel free to look up what that means, type shit. So, the 3 key parts of knowing failure is: number 1, never let failure consume you and prevent you from starting or moving forward. Number 2, let failure become a part of your growth and learning experience. And number 3, don't think you can't fail, because once you start thinking like that, you can lose someone or something very dear to you, and it's hard to recover from that. Trust me, because I just lost someone very dear to me recently because I thought I wouldn't fail them. But anywho, let me give y'all what y'all want and head into the closing statements. I'm here to guide you if you're feeling lost or not quite catching the hang on specific things, because this is my art. This is my calling, my passion, and most importantly, it's one of many things that helps me enjoy life. So yes, I may not get views, comments, subs, kisses, and hugs, but I've learned to accept that failure, and whichever way comes first, it's helping me learn and grow from those attempts. And honestly, I get scared at times facing them. Shit, it happens. It be like that. And that's okay. Aww. Okay, nigga, peep game and lock in. Your homework for this week is to learn what failure means to you and how you want to approach it. Next video is going to talk about how to prepare to handle mental constructs.
Liar!
Okay. It was supposed to be this video, I ain't gonna lie. But I realized how important failure can cause doubt in starting anything. So we had to get this one out the way. And trust me, I will actually tell you steps after this video on how to do it instead of just yapping. Sometimes you gotta set the tone, and I want y'all to always think for yourself. And I felt like a great way to start that is giving y'all some critical thinking and personal experience on your own before you are swayed by my reasoning and ideologies. Because I want to make y'all realize that I'm not going to be y'all savior. I'm just a random nigga who is guiding y'all into realizing that you're your own savior. I just gave a little push because nothing starts without you. Type shit. So yeah, leave a like if you're proud of yourself. Comment at your own discretion. And subscribe if you love yourself and want to hear your heart talk to you. It's me. I'm your heart. Okay, I'm not, but I could be. But nah, I'm gonna let y'all go if y'all even made it this far. Johnny.
Good job!